What's up, guys? It's Rob here, and today we need to talk about the reverse stock split that Sundial Growers, ticker symbol SNDL, just went through, what it means for the company, what just happened over the course of the past 24 hours, and a whole bunch more. So let's start off by taking a look at the chart and taking note of the fact that Sundial, when they did go through this reverse split, experienced quite a bit of volatility, both to the upside and now, unfortunately, to the downside. They have been moving down since this reverse split went through. Now, this is a 1 for 10 reverse split. I'm going to start off explaining what exactly a reverse split is, what it means in terms of your shares, and then talk about some of the issues that people have had with the reverse split and a bunch of other things. So the Sundial reverse split, essentially what they decided to do is a 1 for 10 reverse split, meaning that every 10 shares you had, you now have 1 share. And also that the share price, which was around 27 cents, turned into $2.70. So essentially, they kept the value of your account the same by changing the number of shares, but also the value of the shares by the same ratio. Simplifying this to an example, if you had, say, 10,000 shares of Sundial at 27 cents, that would mean your account value is $2,700. Now, after the split, you would actually have 1,000 shares at $2.70, also with an account value of $2,700. So all in all, this hasn't actually changed the market cap or your account value regarding Sundial. It's just the number of shares available and the price. Overall, the share count has gone down dramatically. The float used to be 2.3 billion. Now it's 237 million. That's one of the more positive aspects of this reverse split. The fact that there are fewer shares in the float is actually better for the company. When companies have way too many shares in the float, it gets tough for the stock price to move up too much because there are just so many shares available, and the laws of supply and demand kind of kick in and make that difficult to pump the stock price up. However, fortunately, there are now far fewer shares in the float. Now, some of the downsides that you can actually see are taking effect today a little bit is that the price is moving down in a way. A lot of people do tend to get spooked out of their accounts. A lot of retail oftentimes get spooked out of their accounts when they see that all of a sudden, if they don't know what's going on, they wake up and they notice that they have 10 times fewer shares, but the price is way higher. Some people choose to sell. Sometimes this is just a bearish sentiment towards the company because overall, if you do have to go through a reverse split, it means that you didn't necessarily meet your growth goals as a company in a certain time frame. And Sundial, unfortunately, did not. In fact, they were at risk of delisting, which is why they had to go through this reverse split. And overall, I view the reverse split as a much better alternative to a delisting, especially considering the fact that we are about to go through a period where legalization is a topic that's going to be discussed in the Senate and potentially passed at the federal level. And it would be a worst case scenario, in my opinion, if Sundial got delisted from the NASDAQ, if they lost access to all of those potential buyers right as legalization was going through some of its final phases. That would certainly not be a good situation. I would much rather have the increased liquidity that's going to come from a bunch of NASDAQ traders being able to jump on Sundial instead of it being an over-the-counter stock. So all in all, this reverse split, not necessarily the worst thing. Things could have been a lot better. Sundial could have gotten above $1 on its own, but all in all, this isn't the worst case scenario for Sundial. I just want to break down what was going on with the reverse split, let you guys know how it was working. And this did happen this morning, July 26th, so it is pretty new. Expect some issues with brokerage accounts, it does take some time for them to actually set things up. And I noticed, at least on mine, that my shares weren't showing up. But if I searched for it, then I could actually find my shares. So all in all, expect some issues for the next maybe couple of hours, couple of days, potentially. If you're a long-term Sundial shareholder, then that shouldn't be the biggest issue for you. But overall, it's not the best whenever there are issues on brokerage accounts. But that's just how it goes sometimes. So other than that, guys, keep in mind, none of this is financial advice. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Sundial stock news if you guys are interested in that. And other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.